Help me reach 3,000 subscribers. Hit like and leave a comment. I really do read them all. The kitchen table is a war zone of coffee rings and faded arguments. An IKEA relic Emily called soulless when we bought it 3 years ago, back when we'd laugh off our disagreements over cheap wine. Now, it's just me, my cold mug, and the fridge's low hum in our too-quiet apartment. Emily's across from me, her face glowing blue from her phone, thumbs swiping through something more compelling than us. She's been like this for months, sharp, distant, like I'm a coworker she's stuck sharing a desk with. Tonight, though, she cuts too deep. "Mike, you're hovering again," she says, eyes glued to her screen. Her voice has that edge, like I'm a clingy kid tugging at her sleeve. "Can you just give me some space?" I lean back, the chair creaking under my weight. My coffee's bitter, matching my mood. "Hovering? I'm sitting in my own darn kitchen, Em." She sighs, loud, theatrical, like I'm the one making this impossible. "You know what I mean. You're always around. It's exhausting." Exhausting. That word's a fresh stab. I've been swallowing her jabs for months, her eye rolls, her clipped replies, thinking it's a phase, that marriages hit ruts and you fight through. I've smoothed things over, kept my cool, but I'm not a doormat. This feels like she's testing how much I'll take. I set my mug down, the clink sharp in the silence. "You want space, Emily? Fine. I'll be in the garage." My voice is steady, but my pulse races. Her eyes flick up for a split second, cold and dismissive, then back to her phone. "Whatever." I grab my keys from the counter, the metal biting into my palm. The garage door slams behind me, louder than I meant, echoing down the empty hallway. I slide into my truck, the leather seat cold against my back, and stare at the toolbox in the corner, its edges glinting under the fluorescent light. If I'd known this was the spark before the fire, I'd have started boxing her stuff right then. It's Saturday morning, and I'm at the stove, flipping blueberry pancakes. The kitchen smells like butter and batter, with Springsteen's Glory Days humming low on the radio. I'm trying to keep things normal, to remind Emily we're still a team, even if it feels like we're playing different games. The batter's lumpy, but I got it right after 3 tries, each failed batch a small stab at my patience. I want this to mean something, to pull us back to the days when we'd eat breakfast together, her laughing as syrup dripped on her chin. I flash back to one of those mornings, 2 years ago, when we were still in our old rental. Emily was in my t-shirt, her hair a mess, giggling as she stole a bite of my pancake. "You're a better cook than you think, Mike," she'd said, her smile warm real. Now, that memory feels like a ghost. Emily shuffles in, her hair in a messy bun, wearing her faded Rutgers sweatshirt that used to make her look soft, approachable. Now it's armor, her shoulders stiff. I slide a plate toward her, the pancakes stacked high, golden brown. "Made your favorite." She glances at the stack, then at me, like I've handed her a bill. I'm not hungry. She grabs a yogurt from the fridge and plops at the counter, already scrolling her phone. I turn off the burner, the sizzle fading like my hope. "You sure? Took me 20 minutes to get these right." "Mike," I said, "I'm not hungry." Her voice is flat, like she's dismissing a waiter. "You don't have to make a whole production out of breakfast." I grip the spatula, my knuckles whitening, then set it down slow. "Just thought we could eat together for once. Like we used to." She rolls her eyes, not even hiding it. "Geez, you're so needy sometimes." "It's just pancakes." Needy. That word's a punch to the ribs. I've been called stubborn, intense, maybe a tough guy by the crew at work, but needy? That's her twisting the knife, making me sound like I'm begging for scraps. I'm not chasing her affection. I'm trying to keep us from becoming strangers in our own home. I scrape the pancakes into the trash, the plate clattering in the sink. All right, no breakfast then. I've got work to do. I grab my laptop and head to the den, the floorboards creaking under my steps. She doesn't say a word, just keeps scrolling. In the den, I sit at my desk, staring at blueprints I don't need to review. My phone buzzes. Jake, my college buddy, asking if I'm up for drinks next week. Friday. "Let's do it," I text back. Then I book a gym session for tomorrow, 6 a.m. sharp. No more joint weekend plans. No more asking what she wants. I'm done playing the good husband to someone who treats me like an afterthought. If Emily wants space, she's got it. I'm setting my own rules now. The next week, I'm at the gym, sweat dripping as I push through deadlifts. The clank of weights and the hum of treadmills drown out the noise in my head. My trainer, Carlos, spots me, his voice cutting through the gym's din. Yo, Mike, you're killing it today. What's got you so locked in? I rack the bar, my chest heaving, and wipe my brow. Just needed to move, man. Clear my head. Carlos crosses his arms, his tattoos flexing. Looks like more than that. You good? You've been hitting it hard lately. I shrug, grabbing my water bottle. Rough patch at home. Need to keep my head straight. He nods, his eyes steady. Been there. Keep lifting, man. It'll sort itself out, one way or another. Yeah, I say, taking a swig. One way or another. I'm not just lifting weights. I'm lifting myself out of the hole Emily's dug for me. Back home, I shower and change, avoiding the kitchen where Emily's probably glued to her phone. I head to a coffee shop instead, a small place with exposed brick and the warm smell of roasted beans. I order a black coffee and sit by the window, watching people pass by, couples laughing, a guy walking his dog, a kid on a skateboard. Normal life. I want that again. The barista, a woman with a nose ring and a quick smile, sets a refill on my table. You look like you're solving the world's problems over here, she says, her tone light. I chuckle, caught off guard. Just my own, maybe. Well, coffee helps, she says, winking before heading back to the counter. Her name tag reads Laura. I make a mental note of it, a flicker of something new stirring. I pull out my phone and scroll through emails, but my mind's on Emily. I think about those early days, her sneaking into my apartment with greasy takeout, us sprawled on the couch watching bad sci-fi movies, her head on my chest. Where did that go? I don't know, but I'm not waiting for it to come back. I text Jake to confirm drinks and call my sister, Claire, for advice. She's been through a divorce, knows the ropes. I'm not there yet, I tell her, but I need to be ready. Her voice is calm, practical. Start small, Mike. Protect your stuff, bank account, work files. If it's heading that way, don't let her catch you off guard. I nod, though she can't see me. Thanks, Claire. I'll keep you posted. A couple weeks later, we're at the Wilsons barbecue, our neighbors down the street. Their backyards buzzing with summer. Kids shrieking as they chase each other with water guns, the sizzle of burgers on the grill, a cooler stuffed with beers sweating in the heat. Emily's by the picnic table, laughing with Sarah Wilson, a glass of Chardonnay in her hand, playing the perfect wife. Her sundress catches the breeze, and for a second, she looks like the woman I married. I shake it off. I'm at the grill with Tom, Sarah's husband, flipping burgers and talking about the Patriots' shaky defense. Emily's voice cuts through the chatter, loud and syrupy. Mike, honey, you're not burning the burgers again, are you? Last time we had to scrape the char off. The group around her chuckles, their eyes darting to me. Sarah shifts, her smile faltering, like she senses the edge in Emily's tone. Tom flips a burger, his jaw tight. They look fine to me, he says, glancing at me. Mike's got this. I force a grin, but my pulse spikes. She's not just poking fun. She's making me look like a fool in front of the whole block. Nah, Em, these are perfect. You'll see when you eat one. She smirks, turning back to Sarah. If I can stomach it. More laughs, though Sarah's is quieter. Her eyes flicking to me. I press the spatula into a burger, grease hissing on the coals. Tom leans in, voice low. She's on a roll today, huh? You okay, man? Every darn day, I mutter, eyes on the grill. Sarah steps closer, her voice soft. Emily, maybe ease up. Mike's doing great with the grill. Emily waves her off, sipping her wine. Oh, Sarah, it's just a joke. He's fine. I could let it slide, like I've done 100 times, smile, laugh it off, keep the peace. But I'm done. I plate a burger, walk over, and set it down next to her with a deliberate thud. Here's one for you, Em. No char, try not to choke on it. Her smile freezes, her fingers tightening around her glass. Sarah's eyebrows climb, and the group goes quiet. Emily laughs, but it's forced, high-pitched, like a cracked bell. Oh, Mike, always so dramatic. I don't laugh. I hold her gaze for a beat, my face stone, then turn back to the grill. Tom hands me a beer, his expression unreadable. Nice one, he says under his breath, clapping my shoulder. We pick up where we left off, talking about the Red Sox's latest choke, joined by Tom's brother Dave and a few other guys. Their laughter feels like a lifeline. Emily keeps her distance, but I catch her glancing over, her face tight, lips pressed thin. Good. She's not used to me pushing back in public. When we get home, she's quiet, slamming cabinet doors as she puts away leftovers. The kitchen feels like a pressure cooker. You didn't have to make a scene, she says finally, her voice low, venomous. I lean against the counter, arms crossed. A scene? You're the one putting on a show out there. I just gave you a burger. She whips around, eyes flashing. You embarrassed me in front of everyone. You embarrassed yourself, I say, calm but cold. You want to play perfect wife? Do it without dragging me through the mud. She opens her mouth, then snaps it shut, storming to the bedroom. The door slams, rattling the frame. I don't follow. Later that night, I call Claire again, sitting on the couch with a beer. It's getting worse, I tell her. She's picking fights in public now. Claire's voice is steady. Sounds like she's trying to control the narrative. You've got to protect yourself, Mike. Get your ducks in a row, finances, assets. If she's pushing, she might be preparing for something too. I nod, the beer cold in my hand. Already started. Got a storage unit for my work stuff. Change my passwords. Good, she says. Keep your head up. You're stronger than this. From now on, no more joint appearances unless I call the shots. If Emily wants to play perfect couple, she can do it alone. A month later, Emily's turned it up a notch. She's not just distant. She's controlling, dropping ultimatums like their grocery lists. If you're going to the gym, at least text me when you're back. Or, I need you to handle the groceries this week. I'm swamped. Swamped with what? Her phone? Her Netflix queue? I don't ask. I just nod and keep moving. I've started sleeping in the guest room, not because of some big blowout, but because I can't share a bed with someone who treats me like a ghost. The guest room's sparse, a twin bed, a lamp, my old hiking boots in the corner, but it's mine. I've shifted my life. Gym at 6 a.m., dinners out with Jake or the guys from work, no invitations for Emily. She notices, but instead of talking, she doubles down. One evening, I'm at a diner with Jake, splitting a plate of fries. The place is all chrome and neon, the kind of spot we used to hit in college, with jukebox tunes and sticky tables. He's telling me about his new gig, some tech startup with big promises. I'm half listening, my mind on Emily's latest jab. A sticky note on the fridge, pick up my dry cleaning. Don't forget this time. Jake notices my silence, leans back in the booth. You okay, man? You look like you're carrying the world. I dip a fry in ketchup, shrug. Just Emily. She's been a lot. He raises an eyebrow, his beer halfway to his mouth. Still pulling that Ice Queen nonsense. Worse, I say, keeping it vague. It's like she's trying to run my life while shutting me out. Jake shakes his head, setting his beer down. That's not a marriage, man. That's a power trip. You thought about, getting out? I pause, the fry halfway to my mouth. Starting to. Talk to Claire about it. She says protect my stuff. Get ready. Jake nods, his expression serious. Smart. You've got a lot going for you. Job, place, your head on straight. Don't let her drag you down. I'm trying not to. I say, my voice low. Just figuring out the next step. He leans forward, elbows on the table. Look, if you need a place to crash or someone to grab a beer with, I'm here. You don't have to do this alone. Thanks, man. I say, managing a small smile. We finish the fries, talk about the Celtics, and I head home. Emily's asleep when I get back, or pretending to be. I don't check. I crash in the guest room, the mattress creaking, and stare at the ceiling, Jake's words echoing. I'm not alone. That's something. We're at a work event for me, a celebration for landing a big contract on a new office complex. I'm a project manager at a construction firm, and this deal's a game changer. 6 figures, tight timeline, my name on the blueprints. The team's at a downtown bar, all dark wood and overpriced whiskey. Emily's there because I thought, stupidly, a night out might reset us. Wrong move. She's at the bar with Jen, my coworker who thrives on gossip like it's oxygen. I'm across the room with my boss, Mark, going over the site's timeline, my voice steady despite the bourbon in my hand. Emily's voice cuts through the bar's hum, loud and sharp. Oh, Mike's always working late. I swear, he loves his blueprints more than me. Jen cackles, stirring her martini. Mark glances at me, one eyebrow raised. Tough crowd tonight, he says quietly, his tone neutral but sympathetic. I force a chuckle, but my grip tightens on my glass. She's not just jabbing me. She's doing it in front of my team, my boss, people I see every day. It's not a joke, it's a power play. I walk over, beer in hand, keeping my steps casual. You saying I'm married to my job now? Thought you liked the paycheck that comes with it. Her eyes narrow, but she keeps that fake smile, all teeth. I'm just saying, it'd be nice if you paid attention to something other than concrete and steel. Jen smirks, sipping her drink. Oh, come on, Emily, he's keeping the city standing, she says, her tone teasing but with an edge, like she's enjoying the drama. The bartender's wiping glasses, ears perked like he's watching a soap opera. I lean in, voice low but firm. If you've got an issue, we talk at home. Not here. She blinks, thrown off, her smile faltering. It was a joke, Mike. Relax. Yeah, real hilarious. I turn to Jen, my tone clipped. Sorry, Jen, my wife's had one too many. I walk back to Mark, leaving Emily red-faced, her martini glass trembling slightly. Jen whispers something to her, but I don't care. Mark claps me on the shoulder. Good work on the contract, Mike. Don't let the home stuff distract you. Trying not to, I say, forcing a smile. I'm done being her punching bag. In the car, she's fuming, her arms crossed so tight her knuckles are white. You embarrassed me in front of your friends. I keep my eyes on the road, the city lights blurring past. You embarrassed yourself, Em. I just called it like I saw it. She scoffs, staring out the window. You're such a jerk sometimes. I don't respond. The silence is heavy, thick with everything we're not saying. The next day, I meet Chris, my lawyer buddy, at a quiet bar. I lay it out, Emily's games, the distance, the public jabs. I tell him to start looking at divorce options. Nothing loud, just the facts. Apartment's mine, bought with my savings before we met. Car's mine, paid off years ago. She's got no income. I'm not there yet, but I'm prepping. I'm not waiting for her to cut deeper. A few weeks later, we're at a dinner with her friends, Sarah and Tom, plus another couple, Lisa and Greg. It's at some trendy farm-to-table place Emily picked, all exposed brick and overpriced salads with names I can't pronounce. I'm there because she insisted, said it'd be good for us. I'm starting to think she just wants an audience for her one-woman show. We're halfway through appetizers, some kind of beet tartare that tastes like dirt, when she starts. Mike, tell them about your big project, she says, her voice dripping with fake sweetness. You know, the one that keeps you at work until midnight. Lisa smiles, oblivious, twirling her wine glass. Sounds exciting. What's the project? I set my fork down, the metal cool against my palm. It's a commercial complex. Big contract. Keeps the lights on. Emily laughs, sharp, like a blade. Yeah, and keeps you out of the house. I swear, I'm a widow to his job. Tom shifts in his seat, glancing at Sarah, who's suddenly very focused on her salad. Come on, Em, Tom says, his voice light but strained. Mike's just doing his thing. Keeps the world turning. Sarah nods, her eyes flicking to Emily. He's working hard, Em. That's a good thing. Emily ignores them, her gaze locked on me. I'm just saying, it'd be nice to see you once in a while. Greg jumps in, trying to defuse. Hey, at least he's not glued to a screen all day, right? My boss has me on Zoom calls nonstop. Lisa chuckles, nudging Greg. Yeah, you're practically married to your laptop. The table laughs, but it's tense. I lean back, my pulse hammering. Funny, Em. I don't recall you complaining about the house, the car, or that purse you just bought. Her smile tightens, her eyes glinting. Maybe if you cared a little more, I wouldn't have to beg for your attention. The table goes quiet. Sarah's fork hovers over her plate. Lisa's eyes dart between us. Tom clears his throat, setting his beer down. Okay, let's maybe talk about something else. Anyone catch the game last night? I take a slow sip of water, the ice clinking, then look at Emily. If you're begging, Em, I haven't heard it. Maybe try saying something worth listening to. Lisa coughs, hiding a laugh behind her napkin. Sarah shoots Emily a look, like she's pleading for her to stop. Emily's face flushes, her lips a thin line, but she doesn't push it. The rest of the dinner's tense, conversation stilted, and when we get home, she slams the bedroom door so hard the walls shake. I don't follow. I'm done chasing. That week, I take another step. I rent a small storage unit across town and move my office stuff, laptop, files, blueprints, out of the apartment. I tell Emily I'm decluttering, but really, I'm making sure my work's out of her reach. She's been snooping lately, checking my emails when she thinks I'm asleep, glancing at my phone when I leave it on the counter. I change my passwords, lock my phone with a new PIN. If she wants to play games, she's playing alone. It's a Tuesday night, and the apartment feels like a pressure cooker ready to blow. Emily's been escalating, like she senses I'm slipping away and wants to tighten her grip. Her demands are constant now: when I should be home, what I should do, how I should act. If you're going out with Jake, text me when you're back. Or, I need you to pick up my dry cleaning. I'm too busy. Busy with what? Her Instagram stories? Her reality shows? I don't call it out. I just nod and keep moving. Tonight, I'm in the living room, going over a site report on my laptop. The numbers blur together, my eyes burning from a long day. Emily's on the couch, legs tucked under her, watching some reality show about rich women screaming over wine glasses. The volume's low, but the shriek's great. I glance over, hoping for a normal moment to cut through the ice. Hey, Em, you want to do something this weekend? Maybe drive to the coast, get some air? Been a while since we did that. She doesn't look up, her thumb still scrolling. I'm good. Got plans with Sarah. Plans. I set my laptop on the coffee table, leaning forward. You didn't mention anything. She shrugs, eyes glued to the screen. Didn't think I had to. You're always busy anyway. That's her game, flipping it, making me the problem. My jaw tightens, but I'm not biting. All right, cool. I'll make my own plans then. I stand, grab my jacket from the chair, the zipper loud in the quiet room. I'm heading out. She looks up, frowning, her show paused. Where? Does it matter? I zip up, keys jingling in my hand. You've got your plans. I've got mine. Her mouth opens, then closes, her eyes narrowing. She's not used to me not explaining myself. I'm out the door before she can say anything else, the cool night air hitting my face. I drive to Jake's, crack a beer, and we watch the Celtics game, the crowd's roar filling the silence. He doesn't ask about Emily, and I don't bring her up. But I'm moving forward. I've opened a separate bank account, started shifting money, a few hundred here, a few there. I'm not waiting for her to make the next move. The day before the final straw, I'm at the construction site, watching the cranes lift steel beams against a gray sky. The air smells of dust and metal, and the crews shouting over the rumble of machinery. I'm in my hard hat, clipboard in hand, checking the poor schedule. It's a moment of clarity. Here, I'm in control, my work's solid, my purpose clear. I think about Emily, about the apartment waiting for me, heavy with her silence. I'm done waiting for her to change. The decision's been building, and today, it's set in concrete. The final straw comes on a Thursday night. I'm beat, just back from a 12-hour day at the site. The concrete pour went perfectly, the crew cheering as the last truck rolled out. I'm wiped, my boots still dusted with cement, my shoulders aching. All I want is a shower and quiet. Emily's in the kitchen, chopping carrots for some kale salad she's obsessed with, the knife's rhythmic thwack filling the room. The radio's off, and the silence between us is louder than ever. Long day? She asks, not looking up. Her voice is neutral, rare these days. Yeah, I say, grabbing a water from the fridge, the bottle cold against my palm. Big pour. Went smooth, though. She nods, keeps chopping, her movements precise. For a second, I think maybe we're okay, that we can talk like normal people. I take a shot, leaning against the counter. You want to, spend some time together tonight? Been a while. Maybe watch a movie, order pizza? She stops chopping, sets the knife down, and looks at me. Her face isn't angry, just bored, like I've offered her a timeshare pitch. Mike, I'd rather watch my show. At least it's interesting. The words hit like a brick to the chest. The fridge hums, relentless. My water bottle's sweating in my hand. I stare at her, waiting for a laugh. Just kidding. Anything to soften the blow. Nothing. She picks up the knife and goes back to her carrots, like she didn't just rip the last thread holding us together. I hesitate, a flicker of doubt creeping in. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I could try harder, find the right words. But then I see her face again, that bored dismissal, and it's like a switch flips. I set the bottle down, slow, deliberate, the plastic crinkling. You know what, Emily? I'm done. She freezes, her knife hovering. What? I'm done. You want to watch your show? Watch it. You want to treat me like I'm background noise? Fine. But I'm not sticking around for it. I walk to the desk in the living room, my boots heavy on the floor, and pull out the folder I've had ready for weeks. Divorce papers, drafted by Chris, clean and cold. I drop them on the counter, the thud echoing. Sign these tomorrow. Her face goes pale, her eyes wide. What the heck, Mike? You're joking, right? This is insane. I shake my head, my voice steady, like I'm reading a site report. No joke. I'm tired of your nonsense. You've been pushing me out for months. I'm making it official. She slams the knife down, carrots scattering across the counter. You can't do this. You think you can just walk away? After everything? You're throwing away our marriage over one comment. Everything. I laugh, but it's cold, empty. You mean me paying for this apartment, the car, your phone, your clothes? You haven't worked a day since we got married, Emily. And it's not one comment. It's every day, every jab, every time you make me feel like I'm nothing. You don't get to play the victim now. She's yelling now, her voice cracking, tears welling but not falling. You're such a jerk. You think you're perfect? You're always gone, always working, always ignoring me. I step closer, not loud, just clear, my eyes locked on hers. I've been right here trying. You're the one who checked out. Sign the papers or don't. But I'm done. She grabs the folder, her hands shaking. You'll regret this, Mike. You're making a huge mistake. Maybe, I say, grabbing my keys. But it's mine to make. I walk out, her shouts chasing me down the hallway. The door closes with a soft click, cutting her off. The next few weeks are chaos, but it's a controlled burn. Emily moves out, back to her mom's in Jersey, a cramped two-bedroom where her old room's stuffed with boxes and high school trophies. The apartment's mine, bought with my savings before we met. The car's mine, paid off years ago. She's got nothing to stand on, and she knows it. She calls every day, leaves voicemails, crying, apologizing, promising to change. Mike, I was stupid. I didn't mean it. Can we talk? I don't answer. I don't text back. I meant what I said. The divorce goes through clean. No alimony, no assets to split. She didn't contribute a dime, and the judge sees it plain as day. I'm at the gym every morning, the routine grounding me, my body stronger than it's been in years. Work's killing it. We landed another contract, a retail plaza, and I got a raise, enough to start saving for a house someday. I'm seeing Laura, the barista from the coffee shop, now a nurse I've learned through our chats. She's straightforward, funny, doesn't play games. We're not serious yet, just grabbing dinners, talking about her ER shifts and my site plans. It's easy, no tension, no tests. I'm sitting in my apartment now, a cold beer on the table, the Celtics game on TV. The place feels like mine again. No eggshells, no snide remarks, just the hum of the fridge and the crowd's roar. Emily wanted control, wanted to make me small. She lost. I didn't yell or fight or beg. I walked away, and I'm not looking back. If you made it this far, that means the story spoke to you. Please consider subscribing, leaving a like, and sharing your thoughts in the comments. It really means a lot to me, more than you know. These stories take time to write,